Taking a look around the globe, Indonesia's Navy evacuated people from an island on Friday. It comes as authorities increased the threat alert. Authorities released new figures showing the number of people hurt and without homes has significantly increased after last week's deadly tsunami. The country's disaster agency says more than 7,000 people were injured and 43,000 are now displaced. Officials also trimmed the death toll by 4 to 426, citing record duplications. Now, as the government shutdown enters week 2, the president has threatened to shut down the entire southern border if congressional Democrats don't give him funding for the wall. The threat came in as a tweet. Administration officials say the president is willing to come down from his $5 billion figure for the wall, but the Senate minority leader says negotiators are still very far apart. And the White House and Republican lawmakers are blaming the House minority leader.
Nancy Pelosi is only looking to protect her speakership and not protect our borders.
Pelosi's deputy chief of staff responded by calling the White House increasingly desperate and erratic. Democrats say they'll pass a resolution to reopen the government when they return January 3rd and take over the House majority. Now, before we go to Jackie, let's take a live look outside over New York City.
Well, we're going to talk about locally. We are seeing some areas of fog this morning, and the fog is out there, breaking the rain. We'll talk more about that coming up.
24 hours before the Belk Bowl, this Gamecocks quarterback talks about whether or not it could be his last in a Gamecock uniform. We'll have that more next in sports.
Good morning. Happy Saturday. Well, we've seen rain, and more rain, and we have a nice break today. We are seeing areas of fog, though, for this morning. A break from the rain for today, and then we're starting off pretty mild this week. So you're ringing in the new year with above average temperatures, and we've had above average rainfall for the month of December, 7+ inches above average. Check out Asheville yesterday, over 4 inches of rain. That was a record for yesterday. And then parts of the rest of the upstate, Spartanburg saw over 1/2 inch, as well as Greenville, Anderson, almost a 1/2 inch. Because of all that rain in Asheville and in the mountains, we are seeing moderate flooding along the French Broad River. So that continues. Just always turn around, don't drown. Just be aware of that as we are seeing some of that moderate flooding. Currently on the satellite and radar, we're seeing a lot of cloud coverage, but we are seeing breaks in the clouds. Most of the rain and precipitation is to the southeast of us, and as we zoom out, some snow continues through portions of the Midwest and northeasting some of that snow, as well as parts of Washington, Idaho, Montana, seeing some of that snow in Oregon, especially in some of those higher elevations. But we are going to see a break from the rain, and then that's Sunday. That's tomorrow at about 11 o'clock. We can see some isolated early on, but then that's a Monday morning. So Sunday night and a Monday morning is when we can see things pick up. So tomorrow, some areas of rain, but we will see I guess more dry than rain for your Sunday. Sunday into Monday, though, is when we'll start to see more of that heavy rain, and then that's Tuesday. That's at noon, a little bit of a break, and then Wednesday we see more rain. So we have continuous rain chances working through. That's Thursday, seeing even more of that rain. A dense fog advisory is in effect until 9 o'clock for portions of the upstate and mountains, 1/2 mile or less in Franklin and Rutherfordton. We are seeing, again, around the areas of just patchy fog out there with all that moisture in the air. And these mild temps this morning actually doesn't feel too bad out there in some areas, especially where we're seeing the 50s. 52 Greenville, 52 in Lawrence, 48 Asheville, 46 in Brevard, 45 in Rutherfordton, 49 in Toccoa. Winds right now, 15-mile-per-hour winds in Asheville, so a little bit of a breeze out there. And as we continue through your day for today, we're going to see at noon a temp of 59 degrees. By 4 o'clock, we'll see that temp of 62. So highs today are going to be in the 60s. In the upstate. We've got a nice mild day for today. Clouds and some rain for your Sunday. We'll see partly cloudy to mostly cloudy. This is detecting that fog this morning. And then we're going to see a wet New Year. More rain on Wednesday. And then Friday we should see sunny conditions. So today we're seeing those partly cloudy to mostly cloudy. This morning, though, we're seeing a lot of that fog on the board. So just be aware of that in areas. But again, we've had above average rainfall for the month of December, and we're seeing above average temperatures. And I think that's what we were talking about a little bit earlier, is if we're going to get all of this rain, at least it's not that cold rain where you're just like miserable.
Right. Like you just dress in layers, take the rain jacket off when it stops raining.
Exactly.
And so you're just prepared all around.
Yeah, especially, and have your umbrella as you're ringing in that New Year's too. So we'll see a little bit of rain on New Year's Day.
Exactly. Thanks, Jackie. Now, coming up, Clemson defensive leaders find out what they have to say about closing out their career in a college football playoff for the 4th straight year in a row. Stay with us. Sports is next.
I got some information back, and me and Coach talked about it, but the one thing that we kind of kept going back to is just want to focus on this game. I think it would be unjust for me to not put my full energy and effort to this game, to my teammates and for our seniors.
With that said, it appears that Gamecocks quarterback Jake Bentley is at least entertaining the thought that Saturday's Belk Bowl could be his last in a Gamecocks uniform. The junior quarterback says he is fully focused on Virginia for now, but after the game, he will speak with his parents and coaches about whether or not to leave school early to declare for this year's NFL Draft. It has been a pretty newsworthy week in Texas for the Tigers, but now we are in the final hours leading up to Saturday's college football playoff semifinal matchup versus Notre Dame. Pete Yannity has more from Dallas.
Most bowl games and championship games have a final press conference beforehand, and that was the case on Friday morning. Dabo Swinney and Brian Kelly meeting with the media. Dabo pointing out that those 3 suspended players were disappointed, but nobody was surprised that they were not eventually cleared to go. And now the focus, according to Swinney, turns to the appeals process and trying to get them eligible for a game the following weekend if the Tigers are able to knock off Notre Dame. Now you look down this roster, there are many seniors who've contributed, and think about the winning they've done during their careers. Front and center of that is graduate student linebacker Kendall Joseph out of Belton Honeypath. He has been around since 2014, the year he redshirted when the ramp up to the college football playoff era began for the Tigers, and he has been a big part of those Clemson defenses since. What a ride he has had in his college career.
It's been a great 5 years, and I think I've done the best with my time here, and I got my undergrad and I'll have my master's, not to mention all the great games I've been able to play in and make a difference in the program and in my community and affect the Clemson family as well.
Obviously, he's looking to extend his career one more time beyond the ball game against the Irish, and he hopes his defense outperforms the Notre Dame defense that includes the former Greer standout, Troy Pride, who has a couple of interceptions this year for Notre Dame, and he's the Irish's 7th leading tackler with 45 stops on the year. A 4 p.m. kickoff in AT&T Stadium with the winner going on to the college football championship game. That's it from here in Dallas. We send it back to the studio.
In the other national semifinal game, top-ranked Alabama will take on Oklahoma Friday morning in Miami. Nick Saban and Lincoln Riley shook hands in front of the Orange Bowl trophy and met with the media one final time leading up to their 8 p.m. kickoff at Hard Rock Stadium. On the field Friday afternoon in Nashville, Auburn scoring early and often versus Purdue in the Music City Bowl. Late first quarter, Jarrett Stidham airs it out. Darius Slayton runs under it for a 74-yard touchdown to cap a 28-point first quarter. Stidham completes 15 passes on the day. 5 go for touchdowns. The Tigers score a bowl record 56 points in the first half en route to a rout of the Boilermakers. Final score 63-14. From the NBA, the Oklahoma City Thunder have signed former Clemson Tiger Dante Grantham to a multi-year 2-way contract. In 9 games with Oklahoma City's G League team this season, Grantham is averaging nearly 11 points and 6 rebounds a game. At the Chick-fil-A Classic in Columbia, Dorman taking on Keenan in the semifinals, closing seconds of the first half. Miles Tate uses the nice stutter step to get free. He beats the buzzer with the floater. Tate leads the way for the Cavaliers with 19 points on the night as Dorman powers past Keenan to reach Saturday night's title game. Final score 60-50. Again, the day has finally arrived. We will find out by the end of the night who will play for a national title coming up next week. That is all for now. Let's send it back over to the desk.
And coming up in the second half hour of Daybreak, one lawmaker wants hunters to test their knowledge before heading out into the wild. Details on a new bill coming up.